Diburei Emuna, Os Yudalad. Rabbi Nachman used to tell this story, and he would talk about this fundamental inyan in Avodas Hashem, especially in Tefillah. When you see you have no chayas, you have no yisayrus, not to stop and wait, but to continue and continue and continue. The chayas will come. It says here in this story of the guest and the balabais, Rabbeinu alludes to this anhaga of his chaskus that comes from sichas between friends of Yir Shemayim and Avodas Hashem, that you have to continue and not let go until the good Hatzig Diburim actually come out. But obviously the same thing is applicable to Tefillah. But many times it happens that it doesn't go, it doesn't flow. That your heart and your brain is not with him, even to begin to daven. And it doesn't move, you don't feel any chayas, it doesn't shine. It doesn't shine. So what? So you're not going to daven because you still don't have the enthusiasm. So what? You're going to stand there and you're going to wait until the enthusiasm is going to come knocking on your door. How long can you wait? You know, the Zman Tefillah is going to pass. Only one. So you have to begin. You have to start. In other words, don't check yourself out. Do I feel like davening? Do I not feel like davening today? Because when you start davening, that's the first thing you do. Actually, you feel like do I feel like it? Do I don't even like. Just start in any situation that you're at. Of course, if a person feels that he really wants to daven properly and he really wants to feel close to Kodesh Baruch Hu in this tefillah, when he really wants to connect his thoughts to his speech and to really daven and really, beseech to Hashem from words that come out of the heart. It says, B'ezrat Hashem, in the middle of the davening already, he will see Yeshua Hashem. He'll start feeling a taste in his prayer. And if not, don't wait. Don't postpone until who knows how long you'll have to wait. If Bechlal, the awakening will come. Who says that waiting is the eitzah to bring upon you enthusiasm and dveikus and he says, Enachinam, we find in the Rebbe's Diburim this eitzah of Hamten, of waiting, Teravav. And Taka, sometimes waiting, it is through waiting the Yeshua comes, as anybody's sister Ravav says. But we're not talking about tefillah. We're not talking about tefillah. It is a must to daven 3 times a day, and every tefillah has the appropriate time where you're supposed to daven. You have to daven dafka in those times. Over this, not shaykh to wait. Waiting is not naigeh. If you stand there and wait until you feel like davening, Zman Krishma will pass, Zman Tefillah will pass. Right? So the Maaseh says it's forbidden to wait for Yisayrus. But what you have to start? You have to start davening, you have to start going. And while you are davening, while you're going, Hashem will help you and the Tefillah will start flowing. The Yisayrus will come. He says this is also the klal for all the difficulties that a person has in Avodas Hashem. In the beginning, you find all kinds of difficulties, all kinds of hurdles, all kinds of things that until you have a little bit of a time, these kind of hardships, they take like any kind of cheshek of chayes, any kind of vitality. It's like gunish. It takes everything away from you. The heck with the whole thing. You want to throw the whole thing away. You don't feel any closeness, any shaychus to Avodas Hashem, and to a mitzvah. I'm doing a mitzvah. I don't feel like doing anything. None. No. The menias, and especially the menias samayach. No, I've had enough. I don't have the bandwidth for this. No, it's too much. I had a bad day, I had a hard day, I had an easy day, my wife is screaming at me. Whatever the terutzim are, today is nish kantul. Today is not a day. The eitzah is, don't stop. Don't stop and start thinking and waiting until the menias will go away. And then you'll feel closeness and shaychus. But continue traveling, go. This is your nisayon, he says. This is your nisayon. Don't stop. Don't wait. Continue. Food. Drive on. You'll see with your own eyes that the Kodesh Baruch Hu Bevada will help you. And while you're doing, you will feel the closeness of the Kodesh Baruch Hu, if you really want it. And as it says in Likutei Moharan Kuf Tzadichem, when a person is screaming to Hashem, so they told him to travel, to tell him, go ahead, move. This is an iron rule, a rule of thumb, that waiting alone without doing, there's no chance that an awakening will come. Because it has nothing it doesn't have anything to rest on. You have to have a keli for the awakening to work on. A candle cannot burn without a wick. I mean, it needs a wick. But it says, but what you need to do like Rabbeinu says in this unbelievable story, Vayu Mesichin Yachad, and they were talking, stam. Once they were talking until they got into things, into words that come out of the heart. That's the main thing. You need to talk to your friends. You need to talk to your friends and Hashem. Okay, let me call him up and talk to him about Yiras Shamayim. I really don't want to do that. So call him Stam. Call him Stam. Hello, how are you? How's your day? I heard Biscuit died. What's going on? And I said, I don't know, we have a small furry hole in our lives now, a little bit. A funny little hole that when you put a finger to it, it turns its nose to sniff. And from this shtiyot, you get to talking. Suddenly, you're talking. You get into Diburei Emuna. It's very important to have these Diburim. To talk with the friends, the Diburim will get into Diburei Emuna. From this will come, because we have to get the nekuda sachaver from one another. There's no. We're all busy. But we have to be very careful that we're not too busy to look at the skies. No, we're not too busy to look at the heavens. Yes, Baruch Hashem, we have chavusa, we learn, we down. It's tough. But it can also become, we have to wake up. And wake up is what you call up. Hello, how are you? What's going on? What's going on you? I have a hard day, I have a good day, I have a this, and I didn't believe what happened to me. I got this guy called me for his house, a crazy guy, he does this, and he wants this moved here and this moved there, whatever. And from talking, you get into Yiras Shamayim, you talk to the Diburei of Yiras Shamayim. This is what it's about.